Right, I'm Don Flynn. I'm the director of the Migrants Rights Network. Migrants Rights Network is a network of something in the region of about 2,000 organisations across the UK. We're extremely concerned about the prospect of cuts in the legal aid system. We are very much aware of the fact that when migrants first arrive in the country, they need advice about lots of different issues. They're coming into a situation where everything is new to them, how you go about getting employment, what your entitlements are in the place of work, and what are legal deductions and illegal deductions, issues to do with housing, issues to do with access to health. All of these things can be very problematic for migrant community organisations. There's a great danger in thinking that people can get by with a little bit of amateurish good intentions, but it has to be more than that when we're dealing with situations where people often fall into rank exploitation, and the danger of even forced labour, an issue which is very much on the agenda at the moment. It is essential that the legal advice that's available is of very good quality, and it's capable of going beyond advice to actually providing proper representation through the tribunals and through the courts. The other issue that concerns us is obviously with the immigration system itself. The proposal that seems to be in front of us at the moment from the government is that that legal aid is stopped for non-asylum cases. The record of people's representation going through the immigration courts, when they are provided with proper legal advice, is that the success rate for appeals is in the region of 40 to 50%, which is obviously a very, very high. It indicates real problems with the decision-making processes. When people are not provided with legal advice, or where people attempt to go and argue these cases on their own, then that success rate falls back very considerably. Where you have legal advice and you have a good chance of winning your case, where you don't, you have an excellent chance of losing it and paying the price for that. So I think the other point that we'd make is that access to legal advice is part of the vision of a fair British society, which I think is absolutely critical that we provide for immigrants when they first arrive in the country. If we start finding people becoming cynical about the nature of the society that they've arrived in, and that has got potentially major implications for social cohesion, the commitment that people are going to be having to the values of our society. These are the whole range of issues that begin to confront themselves. So that is very much our view for the sake of investments being made now, in order to ensure that people are able to access the services that they need, the legal advice, the legal representation that they need, which are often of a very modest nature, and we're placing in jeopardy the much heavier costs which will be arising in the future if we fail to produce the social cohesion and the sense of fairness that British society urgently needs.